Now, one of the things was I worked in a school system, and I worked in a different building that was basically away from the school. And it was called Indian Studies. And I thought about that. Indian Studies, okay, wait now. Hey, we got something here. I think I'm going to develop this thing, because the school is basically left brain ways, you know, thinking, and the natural ways are right brain, your creation, your creative ways, your art, your dancing, all this song, all this stuff, all the good fun stuff. So we got a classroom, we got subjects, I mean, we got a place where we could learn. But being that I'm a student, there's a lot of times when I didn't want to sit in a classroom. I want to be outside, over here, my mind was over here, over there, you know. So I would tell the students, I said, okay, this is your classroom. What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? You have that opportunity to choose what you want to learn. So I want you to write down 10 things, each classroom, each class, each grade, to write me 10 things that you want to learn, and we'll go from there. It took 2 weeks, and when they brought all the information in, we did a thing like this in front of everybody on a board. We wrote down the 10 things. And it was like opening up ballots, you know. The number one thing, guess what it was? UFOs. From kindergarten to 12th grade. UFOs. Number 2, Bigfoot. Number 3, dreaming. Dreaming. So there were the children were the ones that put me on that track. They're the ones that said, this is what we want to learn, so help us. So that's what I did. I had to stay a step ahead of them, I thought. Because, you know, so, so that's how I started working. I would go through our ceremonies. And the first question I ever asked the medicine man was, are there aliens? It just came out of my mouth. And he said, yes. This was in 1973. I said, what do they look like? He said, oh, some of them have big eyes. Some of them have long fingers. Where do they live? Well, they're all over. He said, there's some on the moon. I said, okay. Yeah, that was it. That was my first spiritual question. So that was all basically what I needed. But I did go to every medicine man that I knew and ask them the same question, just so I could say that I did, and that I could tell you that they all said yes. And they all had their stories. Now, nothing's written in the Lakota, Nakota, or any Indian language. It's not written. It's an oral history. It's a beautiful history. It's a heart story, it's a heart history. Different. When people tell you the story, it's totally different than reading from a book or watching a movie. Different. It's personal. Very personal. And no movie could, today, could come close to how that works. We watch movies. We watch, you know, Smoke Signal, Little Big Man, and, you know, Dances with Wolves, and all that stuff. It's all Hollywood stuff, you know. It doesn't come close to the heart stuff.
For more information on the next Star Knowledge Conference, call Alan at 818-661-7437 or go to StarKnowledgeConference.com.